Bro. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel here, and today I'm going to be I'm going to be doing the prologue to What If Naruto Was an Android, which prologue is basically explaining on how they get their powers. And yeah, now we all know how Dr. Robo kidnapped the humans who he turned into the androids for the Red Ribbon Army to take down Goku, because Goku destroyed the Red Ribbon. Oh my goodness, that's not even a tongue twister. Because Goku did. We all know. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong with me, but we all know how Goku destroyed. Well, maybe we don't all know, but a couple of us know that Goku destroyed the Red Ribbon Army and DB, which is just regular which is just regular Dragon Ball, and and we all know how, Dr. Zorobo was killed by the Android 16 and 7. Well, not 16, but with Android 17 and 18. Well, in this, what if he's not going to be killed? He's actually going to go into the Naruto world. Now, Naruto is going to have the same mindset as the rest of the androids, but since he's not in the universe of the Dragon Ball, he's not in the Dragon Ball universe, he kind of can't kill, Goku, but he's still gonna kill anybody who stands in his way. So in this, what if Naruto is gonna be a killing machine for anybody he finds a threat? Now, a couple of us may know that the androids have unlimited life. Well, not unlimited life, but they just don't age. They live forever, basically. They're immortal in a way, in the fact that they just don't age. And they also have unlimited energy. So Naruto will have basically unlimited chakra. And he will have not much use for Kurama, except for the fact that he would need a power boost from Kurama, but even then he could just use his chakra as a power boost. So, yeah, also unsensible. So if Naruto wants to run away, he could run away, and nobody would be able to find him because he's just unsensible. Unlike, the other beings in the Dragon Ball universe, the androids are unsensible. Because they have unlimited energy, he's gonna be pretty OP. He's gonna just spam jutsus, and he can literally have the Rinnegan transplanted into his eyes, and he would not see. It wouldn't exhaust him because he has unlimited stamina and unlimited energy. And the villagers wouldn't find this weird because the Uzumakis had an unnatural amount of stamina and chakra, but he won't, display his full capabilities, but he'll display a good amount. Now, we're going to start off in the Dragon Ball universe, and Dr. Drobo, he was accidentally sent to the Dragon Ball universe. I mean, not the Dragon Ball universe, the Naruto universe, because he got punched so hard. Well, he didn't get punched that hard, but he got punched into one of his inventions, which was an invention he was working on to go to other universes and other planets and conquer them. And it wasn't completely ready because it would just send them to a random universe. And when Android 17 punched him, he got sent flying into the device conveniently, and it sent him into the Naruto universe. Now, the androids didn't care because he was gone. They don't care if he's dead or alive. He's not going to harm them. Now, we all know how tightly knit the Dragon Ball multiverse is. And because of this, I'm going to say that the Naruto universe is actually going to be their first universe in the Dragon Ball multiverse. So it's going to be connected in a way that Naruto will be able to just go to Universe 7 or wherever universe Goku is going to be at. And he's going to, just finish the job, do what he got to do, and kill Goku or something. Now, Naruto becomes an android when he was 4 years old, and he was running away from a bunch of villagers. And they beat the living crap out of this kid. I mean, they jumped him, bro. They jumped him so badly. It's not even funny. He was all bloody. And it was something that a kid shouldn't have gone through, but he went through it because they didn't think of him as a kid. They thought of him as a demon, which is really stupid because he doesn't look at all like a demon or act at all like a demon. He acts like a normal human who's being abused. If he was a demon, then I'm pretty sure he would gather power and destroy them. But the villagers are just really retarded. I mean, I don't know why they act like that, but I don't care. I just know that they're really stupid for acting like that. But now he was being so badly. He fell unconscious. Now, he didn't go into his mind state just yet. He's gonna go into it a bit early when he's a bit older, but not now. My bad, guys. But Doctor, when the villagers went away because they didn't want to kill him because they would know that they would get killed, even though the Hokage wouldn't do nothing. Like if they were to kill the Kyuubi, like they were just scared of killing it for some reason. And the Hokage also said that if they were to kill it, they would die as well. So they had a couple of reasons to be scared of killing Naruto. So like I said, when they left, Dr. Gero came from a wormhole from the top of the alleyway that Naruto was in. And this didn't alert anybody because Dr. Gero was also an android. I mean, it was kind of strange how something just popped up in the middle of the sky, but lots of weird things happened in the Naruto-verse, so they just thought it was like some type of jutsu or something. And they didn't question it. And a couple Abu were sent to the location from where it was, like a pretty close proximity of the alleyway that, the wormhole was from. Well, no, it wouldn't be on the on top of the alley. It would just be in the forest, and nobody would really care because they just think it was a jutsu. Now, some of the Ambu, like I said, will go to the forest to check it out because they have never seen a jutsu like that, so they wanted to go check it out. By the time they got there, they couldn't sense nobody. That's because Dr. Gero was unsensible, and he sensed that they were on their way to here. And then when he got out of his position, he killed the Ambu and dipped to the village. And he was going alley and alley and alley, making sure he wouldn't be seen because he is kind of a strange man. His clothing choice was pretty weird. Like, it's not something you would see in the Naruto-verse. So he was just dodging and going into alleys and stuff, making sure he wouldn't be seen. And then he went into the alley with Naruto, and he saw Naruto bloody and beaten. And he was thinking to himself, another experiment. Since those failure of androids betrayed me, I could use this kid. And he was thinking to himself, because kids have a vulnerable mind, he wouldn't be too difficult to control, and he would be a perfect test subject for an android. And he takes Naruto and he brings him into the forest. And the Ambu go into the alley, like the Ambu that were, just letting the villagers beat on Naruto. They go back to see Naruto gone, and they go to alert the Hokage. And when they do, Hiruzen is just pissed. He is very mad and very angry. And he demotes the Ambu to Chunin because he doesn't want to kill them. But because they didn't, he's still very mad at them for not doing anything. But he just demotes them as a punishment. And he's going to think of a better punishment later on. But for now, he was going to demote them. He was planning on killing them later on, but he knew what the council would say, so he didn't want to just do it right then and there, because the council would get mad at him, and they would be very, very annoying. And he really did not want to deal with that right now, so he just demoted the Ambu for being careless. Now, my bad, guys, but he sent a bunch of tracking Ambu to find Naruto and pick up the trace. Now, they were getting pretty close to. They were, doing a pretty good job as they were especially trained for tracking. And since Naruto had such a big chakra reserve, he wouldn't be too hard to track. They thought to themselves, why did I say it like that? The tracking team thought he wouldn't be too difficult to track because of him having such a big chakra reserves and him being the 9,000 Shirky. So he was just a large beacon of power. That wouldn't be too difficult. Bye bye, guys. But that wouldn't be too difficult to track. But Jiroba he took Naruto into this cave he found. And he went out to look for some technologies to steal. Like I said, they're unsensible. So he just stole a bunch of technologies. when I say it like that, he just stole a bunch of technology, and he was able to piece some stuff together, and he was able to make some chambers because I'm gonna say that in this world, it's gonna be somewhat technologically advanced. It's gonna be similar. Like I said, it's in the Dragon Ball multiverse, the Naruto universe. I'm gonna make it in the Dragon Ball multiverse, so it's gonna have similar technology to the other to Earth on Universe 7. So they're also pretty advanced, like I said, like in Universe 7's Earth. So he was able to steal some technology, steal some pieces of technology and whatnot, and was able to piece it together in a couple of hours because he was pretty intelligent. And because he already knew how to build it and all that, he was able to, like I said, build it in a couple of hours. And he put Naruto in the chamber. He turned into an android, and Naruto was in there for a couple of days, and the Trackyambu could not find him. And this was because Jirobu knew how to cover his tracks now. You wouldn't, he was the top scientist in the Red Ribbon Army. He's not stupid. He knows how to cover up his tracks when he needs to cover up his tracks. So he covered up Naruto's tracks pretty well. And the Tracking Ninja could not find them. And it went back to sadly report to to the Hokage that they could not find Naruto and that he's missing. And Hokage was very sad and very depressed because he failed Minato's request. And Minato's request was to take care of Naruto. He couldn't even take care of Naruto. And he couldn't keep his eye on Naruto. He thought of himself as a failure, and he was very mad. And he started drinking again. He started drinking even worse than he did in the anime. And it's pretty sad to see heroism like that, but he was kind of an a-hole. You know? Like I say in every what if, well, not every what if, but like I say, sometimes he could have taken care of him, but yeah, maybe it would result in some problems, but still, he could just try to work it out, but he didn't even try. And, well, he didn't even get someone else to take care of Naruto, which was actually pretty sad. He had Naruto take care of himself, which, but I find very stupid, but we're not here to talk about that. Now, Naruto is turned into an android, and my goodness, his programming is obviously to destroy and take over the universes and to kill Goku. Now he comes out the chamber, and he's not like the other androids. He is way more loyal to Drobo because Drobo has fixed the problem and the coding that made the android not loyal, and it made the android just want to kill everybody in their way, even if the person they kill was their master. He fixed it up so Naruto won't kill Jirobo, and they'll be pretty much working together. And he was weirded out by his this change in his body. Now he had some control of his power because of his will. His will gave him some control over his power, but he was just unable to destroy Jirobo. Like I said, he has control over his body and control over, his actions, obviously. So he won't just go around killing people. But he will kill people if he feels the need to. And Jirobo is so android. I forgot how many androids Jirobo had, so I'm just call Naruto Android 69. Alright, I'm not gonna call him Android 69. I'm gonna call him Android 0 because I don't know. So he calls Naruto Android 0. Just because I don't know. It's just random. It doesn't really matter. And Naruto's Android 0? You must have me mistaken. My name was Naruto Uzumaki, and may I ask who you are? And Naruto was a bit scared because he was wondering if he was just going to get beaten by this random stranger he didn't know at all. And Jirobo was like, so I see he has a pretty strong willpower. He's obviously not so complacent and submissive, which I don't find very bad. I made sure that in his coding that he wouldn't attack me outside Jirobo, which was what Jirobo thought to himself. And Gero wasn't too mad that, like I said, he wasn't too mad that Naruto had control and wasn't like submissive, because he just really didn't care. He was just, all he really cared about is Naruto was loyal and wouldn't kill him like the other androids did. And Gero. Wait, have I been saying his name wrong this entire time? Is it Dr. Gero or Dr. I don't know if I have been. I'm sorry, you Dragon Ball fans, if I have been, but I really do not know. I think it was Dr. Gero, not Gerobo. I think that was another character. I'm sorry, guys. But Dr. Gero said his name, Dr. Gero. I don't know what his first name was, so he's just going to say Dr. Gero. And Dr. Gero also said to Naruto that he would teach him some attacks, some key attacks. And Naruto was like, key attacks? What is key? And Gero then explains, I keep saying Gero then explains what key is. And Naruto basically simplifies it as basically it like being another form of energy, basically being like chakra. And Kurama is listening in on the conversation. He feels Naruto having this boundless amount of energy that's not like that even his power can't compare to. He feels that Naruto is just godly. And he feels Naruto kind of sucking in a bit of his power every second. And at the same time, he feels that his power is also growing. And Kurama at the same time feels his power being sucked by Naruto. But like I said, he also feels like this endless pool of energy that he suddenly has, he never had before. He feels even stronger, and he just feels like there's no end to his chakra. He can do literally everything. Which is basically because of him being sealed in Naruto, he's going to also have the powers of an android. He's also going to, Biju don't age, so it doesn't really matter, but he's also not going to be sensible, and he's also going to have, Kurama's also going to have unlimited chakra, so, I mean, he had limited chakra in the original canon, but, so, like, let's say Naruto uses Baryon mode, he will be able to use it permanently, because Kurama has unlimited chakra to burn through. So if you have like you have a source that's basically unlimited to burn through, it would just burn forever. So Naruto can just hold the Baryon the Baryon mode permanently if he wants to, making him pretty OP. And the fact that he could just lower any mortal being's lifespan. And like I said, because the reason why Kurama died was because he had a limited pool of chakra, and it was all his chakra was burnt. But if his pool of chakra was unlimited, it would burn forever. So, and Naruto would also be able to stop the Baryon mode if he wanted to. So, yeah, he's gonna be pretty OP. And Drobo gave Naruto some DNA, kind of like Cell. He gave Naruto the same DNA, so Naruto will be able to, he will get Zenkai boost, and he will have human potential. Like he was already human, so he already have human potential, and he won't be able to go Super Saiyan because they weren't, my bad guys, like they weren't able to go Super Saiyan, but he will be able to unlock God Key and like Ultra Instinct and all that stuff, that Joy Key and all that other type of key. Because he has Saiyan blood in his veins, he'll also, like I said, he'll have ki, not just chakra. Now, if Drobo didn't give him this DNA, he would have just had unlimited chakra. But because he has Saiyan blood in his veins, and Saiyans have ki, he'll have unlimited ki and unlimited chakra, which just make him a freaking powerhouse. So he'll be able to do ninjutsu while at the same time doing ki attacks, like Keyblade, while doing a fire jutsu or mud wall with Keyblade. It'll just be OP, And Drobo says that he's going to train him. He's going to train Naruto for 8 years. And he trains Naruto, and he trains him, and he gives him lots of ki attacks. And Kurama is in his mind is learning, and he's feeling his power just endlessly growing at the same time. And Kurama is very, very confused, and he's thinking to himself that this Naruto, that his container could be stronger. No, he's thinking to himself that his container is already stronger than his father, the Sage of Six Paths, which is not. Naruto is probably stronger, and I'm pretty sure the androids in the anime could absorb chakra. If I'm not, if I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they could absorb like energies. So Naruto will be able to absorb, energies. If I'm wrong, just tell me, guys. But he'll be able to absorb energies as well. Like I said, he's gonna get Zenkai boost, and when he's training with Jirobo, and Jirobo has heard of Zenkai boost. He's seen Zenkai boost, and he knows what it's like, and he knows how to activate them. So he puts Naruto in a lot of near-death experiences, and Naruto just gets Zenkai boost back, Zenkai boost back, Zenkai boost, and Kurama feels Naruto's power just growing somehow. Like, he doesn't know how it's growing, but he doesn't know why it's growing so fast and how it's growing endlessly. And even when Naruto's sleeping, it's growing and growing and growing to the point where it's basically it's unlimited. And Kurama cannot even sense his own being in Naruto's body because Naruto has so much energy. And Kurama, Kurama has so much chakra now, he tries to break out a lot, and he just be breaking out all the time. Like, he be trying to break out all the time. But nothing really happens, because the seal is just going to be that powerful that even though Kurama has unlimited chakra, he's not going to be able to break out. And even if he does break out, Naruto won't die, because Naruto's healing factor is going to be so godly, and Naruto's unlimited chakra is going to be able to replace the void that Kurama was. Like, if Kurama, were to leave, his unlimited chakra would fill Kurama's void. So it wouldn't matter to Naruto. He wouldn't even feel any change in his body. But no, I don't want Kurama to leave Naruto. I want him to have that OP Baryon mode. So yeah. Now, Jirobo has been, my bad guys, but Jirobo has been training Naruto for 8 years now, and a bunch of Anbu have been searching for him all over the planet. Well, not the planet, but the elemental nations, and they still haven't found him. Now, once Naruto's training was finished, and he was reading books as well, and I'm pretty sure androids are able to adapt very quickly. He learned a lot, and he was pretty smart. He's as smart as Jero was in the anime, so he's gonna be very, very intelligent. Now, while why did I sound like that? While the androids are searching for Naruto, they find him. Finally, after 8 years, they find him. And Jirobo senses them, and he's like, well, Naruto, it's time to let you go. And Naruto's like, but Grandpa Gero, what, I keep saying Jirobo. I just realized that. But Naruto's like, Grandpa Gero, what do you mean it's time to go? Naruto also senses them, and Naruto's like, oh, so that's what you mean. And Jiro's like, I'll see you soon, grandson. And Gero then leaves, and the Anbu come and pick up Naruto, and they're like, they don't sense Naruto, but Naruto then walks up to them, and he's like, I'm here. And the Anbu, they pull out their tauntaun, and they're like, who are you? Identify yourself. And Naruto's like, I'm Naruto Uzumaki Namakase. And at this point, Naruto has been into his mindscape a couple of times. He has been tricked by the Nine-Tails to release him. And, he saw his parents and they talked to him and stuff. And because he has endless amount of chakra, he gave her pieces of their souls that was implanted in Naruto's body, unlimited chakra. So they're in their body, in his body forever. and he can just talk to them whenever he wants to and train with them a bit. So he also knows the Hirshin, and he also can use the chains, and he can use the strongest form of the chains. So he's gonna be very, very OP. And his what if, I promise you. And Naruto states his full name, Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. And the Amba were like, Namikaze? Wait a second. Is he the... Oh, yeah. And they realize, yeah, he is the fourth son. And then they take him back to the village. And Naruto sees the Hokage, and he's like, I forgot your name. What was your name again? And Hiruzen is like, Naruto, my boy, you don't remember me? And Naruto's like, Hokage, sir? It has been 8 years since I've seen you, And, well, you were only in my life for 1/3 of my... You were only in my life for 4 years of my life, which is only 1/3 of my life, Hokage. So, you're not pretty easy to remember, especially when I've been training and doing other things that were way important to me. And Hokage and Hiruzen's kind of sad, but he's still happy that he's gonna see Naruto, and Naruto's back. And Naruto is like, well, I would like to collect my inheritance. And Hiruzen's like, so you know of your inheritance? And Naruto's like, yes, my parents are, well, yeah, my parents were Kushina Uzumaki and Namikaze and Minato Namikaze. My bad, guys, for stumbling over my words. I forgot their names for a second. And Hiruzen was like, well, because of the fact that you know your inheritance, or I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why I keep on stumbling over my words so hard. But Hiruzen was like, anyways, because of the fact that you already know of your inheritance, you shall collect it. I shall give it to you tomorrow. But first, you have to join the academy. And Naruto like, oh yeah, don't I graduate today? And Hiruzen was like, yes, you do graduate today. But since you have been gone for 8 years, we do have to test you on certain things. And Naruto's like, don't worry, I'll pass them easily. But Naruto says to Hiruzen, yeah, he's going to need strong jutsu, like very strong jutsu, because of the amount of chakra, because of the amount of energy he has. That small jutsu just won't work. And Hiruzen's like, how much? And Hiruzen can't sense him. He can't sense the amount of chakra that Naruto has. And he's like, my bad, guys. And Hiruzen's like, just how much chakra does this kid have, to the point where I can't even sense him? Like, Hiruzen knows that he's an Uzumaki, and Uzumaki have a lot of chakra, and he knows that he has the Nine Tails. So he knows that it's either the fact that Naruto is very good at controlling his chakra, or that Naruto has so much chakra that he can't sense it. Like, that, like how someone has just so much of something that you can't sense it, and you can't sense anything else, because of the fact that it's surrounding everything, to the point where you can't sense it, and you think when you're sensing it, you think that you're sensing something else, and you think that you're sensing a collection of other things. I know that's kind of confusing to explain, but for those of you that watch Kusuo Psyche, or that anime on, well, not, it's kind of like anime, but that anime on Naruto, not Naruto, what did I just say? That anime on Netflix, Kusuo Psyche, is a pretty good anime. You should watch it, it's hilarious. But in that show, Kusuo had such a large presence that the girl who could sense presence, like the girl that could sense stuff like that, couldn't sense his presence, because his presence was so large that she thought that she was sensing a collection of other things, and that every time he would come in her radius, she couldn't sense everybody. She couldn't sense anybody else's like energy. She could only sense his because it was so large. So she thought that she was just sensing the collections of things, or that like she just couldn't sense, like her energy was like her my bad guys, her sensing powers were going wonky because of the fact that Kusuo had such a large presence that she just thought her powers were going wonky because she wasn't sensing anything. Like she was sensing, Kusuo's presence, but she just thought that her powers were going wonky. It's the same for like everybody else in the village. They just feel that like, well, that's what they think. Like they think that Naruto's presence, like Naruto's chakra amount, is just so large that they can't sense it, like to the point where it's overwhelmingly unsensible. Like, but little do they know is just that his presence is really just unsensible because of the fact that he's an android. But yeah, and I'm actually gonna end it off here because that basically explains Naruto's powers, and like that's the reason. That's the point of my prologue. It's just to explain his powers and how he got into a situation to get his powers and to get his abilities. So yeah, I shall see you guys in a few more minutes because I'm probably just gonna, like I said, I do double uploads from now on because sometimes I just don't upload. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a few more minutes.